Man, it's cold. What can I use to warm myself? Ah, that could work. Now that's better. No! Hey there! Welcome to GameCube month. Now, before we get to this week's game, I want to bring up another aspect of the GameCube, namely, the controller. What I'm holding right now is the limited edition white version that was released after the release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I gotta admit, the GameCube controller is probably the best controller to come out of the 6th generation. With its ergonomic style and distinctive button layout, the GameCube controller is still controller of choice for such games like Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii. Not only that, Nintendo released a wireless version of the GameCube controller, before everyone else ripped them off. Typical. It was called the Wavebird, and unfortunately I don't own one. I'm kind of upset Nintendo didn't re-release the Wavebird controller they did with the GameCube one, but still, great controller. Now, let's see, what game should I play this week? Darn it, crap, maybe next week, crap, not needed. This could work. Hey everybody, this week... Damn cat! Okay, I can do this. Let's talk about Silicon Knights, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Originally announced in 1999, back then being developed for the Nintendo 64, the game was eventually moved to the upcoming GameCube, where it was released in 2002. We open up with our main protagonist, Alexander Revius, who was flown to the family's Rhode Island mansion to identify the murdered body of her grandfather.
It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense.
And soon enough the game becomes Law & Order Holy Edition. The game's main premise is about a Necronomicon sort of book known as the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Just like the title. The game isn't just centered around Alexandra. During her investigations of the mansion, she uncovers chapters of the tome which makes her relive people who have had past experiences with the tome, stemming as far back as 25 AD. I gotta say, these graphics are really poor. It kind of looks like they just poured over the N64 development and called it a day. As well as that, the FMVs are badly compressed and the enemy AI is absolutely pathetic. I will give the combat system 1 gold star for its aiming system, which allows you to target either the head, torso, or left or right arm. And if anyone brings up Fallout 3, I'm gonna open fire. But of course, the game's main mechanic is how badly it fucks you up. Ah! Wait, that wasn't scary? Ah! I think I need a towel. The game has a lot of messed up sanity effects during gameplay, from small things like hearing footsteps, the loud knocking of doors, the screen saying the controller's unplugged, the game restarting, and even a screen saying the game will be finished in a sequel. See, every time your sanity meter goes down, the game gets more and more twisted, until finally... The sanity meter is Eternal Darkness' significant mechanic. So much so that Nintendo even patented it. This is where its biggest flaw is, though, in my opinion. Eternal Darkness touts itself as a psychological horror game, but a true psychological horror game should be keeping you on your toes, getting more and more nervous about what could happen. The problem is, that never happens. And when your sanity meter goes down, you know things are gonna start fucking up. And yes, some of the sanity effects are okay, but some like the game restarting are just annoying. But not as annoying as how whenever something happens, all the characters are the same phrase!
This isn't really happening! This isn't really happening!
This can't be happening.
To put it simply, the game just isn't that scary. And being a psychological horror game, that's a bad thing. So to put it simply, Eternal Darkness' premise fails in execution. But like Luigi's Mansion, I can admire the concept. My problem is they didn't do enough with it. But compared to what else Silicon has developed, this is probably their best title, which is why it's getting a sequel. Silicon president Dennis Dyack has admitted they're working on one of their most requested IPs. And seeing as how no one liked 2 Human, and no one fucking remembers Blood Omen, it's clear we're getting an Eternal Darkness sequel on the Wii U or 3DS. And before any of you 360 fanboys get your hopes up, yes, Microsoft owns a stake in Silicon Knights, but so does Nintendo, as well as the Eternal Darkness publishing rights. Kinda like Epic and Gears of War. So sorry guys, no 360 port. Well folks, thank you for watching my Eternal Darkness review here on GameCube Month. Tune in next week. Can someone let me down, please?